to interrupt the video, but if you want to help me out and support my channel by an easy way, and you don't want to just give money, you're not really happy with that decision, then you can buy something such as a mug or a t-shirt, which obviously is a product, a merch product. I have a lot of those, various categories, and you can see here, this is my new website, andywrightshop.co.uk. Go over there and you can have a look at the various products. So at the moment we only have mugs and t-shirts, but I do intend to expand the range into other items as well. But you see here, if we have a quick look at the mugs collection, there's a range, and they go from travel mugs to social, to disability, and of course various ones there for the NWO, open your eyes, there's other ones there, and of course there's lots to do with Thailand. If you really want to help me out, you can support me at this address, andywrightshop.co.uk.
Initiating startup sequence.
There is nothing wrong with your television set. Do not attempt to adjust the picture. We are controlling transmission.
Stand by to receive our transmission.
Warning.
Big welcome, please, for Andy Wright.
It's time to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of gum.
And now, here's the world's greatest.
Hello. Yeah. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Good evening to you. Welcome. It's Andy Wright Travel. It's Wednesday. It's 6 p.m. Oh, we're just about there. God, spitting everywhere. Yes, just had my dinner and it wasn't very nice, so I'm regretting that. But hey, can't have everything. Good evening to people. We have Itsy.
It was an itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini.
Gary.
Oh, I hate you, Butler. Oh, it's made my day.
And the lovely Babushka. Oh yes, and everybody else that's watching, good evening to you. Welcome. Of course, we are going live on Faceache. Yeah, we're live on Faceache. We're live on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and Odyssey. Apparently, Itzy is in his local bar. Well done. Very good. Getting pissed. Brilliant. And we have the lovely, gorgeous Andrew number 6. It is, of course, 00:02 midnight and 2, so it is 6 hours ahead here compared to the UK. So obviously it is night time where they are, and 6 p.m. evening time here. So fantastic. You just had 3 beers, you greedy pig. I don't know. 3 beers?
I don't think so. Wait a second. I don't like the sound of that.
You'll be getting Mau Mau. Yes, you'll be getting...
Excuse me.
Yes, you'll be doing that later. £1.10 a pint, which means it is, 50 baht, something like that, isn't it? 50 baht? Yeah, probably about that. Or maybe 55 baht for whatever you're having. Yep. Get one in for me. I'll be there in October. Oh, yes. Yes, good news from last week when we were looking at those flights. Yep, we were looking at those flights, and after the show, I went back on and I booked it. Yep. The only reason I booked it, well, there was two reasons. One, it was fairly cheap, even at 770 quid, something like that. It was still cheap. But I got a really good discount of that because I didn't realize I had so many air miles. In fact, I had 45,000 air miles. Yes, I did. 10,000 were actually due to expire very soon, but they would have renewed them for another year because that's what they said on the website. They said that they're because of the, you know what, they would extend the life. So I had about 10,000 that would have run out. In actual fact, I would have had a lot more had this 2 years not happened. I would have probably lost a load and didn't realize it. But I spent 20,000 miles. Yes, I did. And I got a good 150 quid off. So in all, it was about 620 quid for a return ticket. And going on the 28th of September. Yep, 28th of September. Excuse me. Just got a burp a minute. Hang on.
Excuse me.
That's better. I've got a bit of wind where I rushed my dinner. Yeah, so 28th of September, and it was the, oh God, here we go again.
Excuse me.
God, I don't know what's wrong. I've just got hiccups now. Wind. But it's going to be the 9:30 flight. Hello, UK Super Rascal. Hello to Brian.
Cause the fog and the time is all mine, all mine.
Welcome, sir. Yeah, so it is a 9:30 flight. I'm going on to Heathrow to Bangkok, and it will be overnight. Get there next day at about 3 p.m. I think it is. So it's quite late. Not my usual flight. Normally I get there at 7 in the morning, and then I've got all day. However, this time round it's 3 p.m. and my internal flight is 7, so I have a good 4 hours spare, so I can do that. It's not a problem. I'm gonna make sure I book the internal flight. Nice table you bought at home, bro. Yes, it was. It was quite good price as well. Yes, okay, UK Super Rascal. Right, I've got you. I know who you are now. You got the Super Grand Ad. Yes, welcome, sir. What else? Oh, yeah. And good news, even more than that. I'm going on the train. Yeah, that's one reason why I've got the 9:30 flight. That's 9:30 p.m. flight, because it gives me all day to get there. That means I haven't got a rush in the morning. I would have to get the 6 o'clock a.m. flight, which means heading off to this railway station at about 5:30. So I haven't got to do that, and of course then it's a bit tight getting there, because I need to be there for around 9ish in order to book in for check-in. And of course we don't know what it's going to be like in Heathrow. It could be chocker, in which case I would probably need more time. And of course, if the train's late or if it's delayed, then that will be it, really. Hello to Richard.
Richard? 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 Oh, Richard.
Yep. And I'll give you a guess. Anybody care to guess how much my train ticket is going to be from Westbury all the way to Heathrow Terminal 2 on the choo-choo? And there's only one change in London. So it's going to Paddington and then change Heathrow Express and boom, we're there. How much on the train? How much is it? It's not £500, no. I could get free taxis for that. £87 billion. Well, yeah, if I was a Tory, then yeah, it might be. Because they like wasting money, don't they? You know, Tories. £87 billion. I could probably buy the whole UK rail network, couldn't I? That's a good idea. I could buy the whole thing. Up from you. With the girls. Oh, yes, that's right. It is, of course. It is, of course.
Happy birthday to you.
It cost you nothing. All right, Brian, give it a rest, mate. We all don't worked. I say worked. That's not the right word, is it? We didn't all work. We didn't all work for the BR. Anyway, before we do that, we're going to say hello to Richard because it's his birthday. Little bit less than semi-detached. Yes, probably. Round steak to Gatwick, 26 quid. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Richard. Happy birthday to you. You old man in the shoes, going to Thailand with you. You can buy me a beer when you get there, because I'm a nice guy. How about that? I changed the word. To you. Happy birthday to you. She like my singing. I'm going to be on Britain's Got No Talent. Come on, lad. Hello. It's Bobby Crush. What's Bobby doing here today? Oh, it's Wednesday, isn't it? Wednesday.
Oh, I could crush your grave.
Hey up, lad. Bobby Crush.
Oh, I could crush your grave.
Oh, I could crush your grave. Oh, I could just jump off a window. Oh, I could just go to Thailand. Oh, I could get a train. We got a call. Oh, no, we haven't. He's gone. Where's he gone? Come back. Oh, you were making coffee when are you going? I'm going 28th of September. Yes. 28th of September. Where's my mouse gone? Oh, there's my mouse. Andy, what?
What?
What? What do you want?
Hey,
Hey?
how you doing, Andy? You're right.
What do you
You're
want?
right,
Who are you calling me? What do you want? Bugger up!
I can't think of anything I've just got.
What? You can't think of anything? What?
I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
What? For the cost of the train?
For the cost of the train? Just
I don't reckon you'll guess. You'll guess. I don't think you'll guess it.
Where are you going?
Thailand. Where else am I going?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, but you're not getting the train to Thailand, are you?
I might. You never know.
Is there a functional train?
You can do it, but it's very difficult.
Yeah, probably.
No, the train from my house to Heathrow Terminal 2 is what we're asking. What cost?
Right.
I actually have got the tickets, so I have paid this amount.
Right, I'm guessing 86 quid.
86 quid. Bloody hell. What are you going?
Yeah.
First class? Now I'm going bog class. You got to be in the toilet. That's how much. 2-minute timer. That's not very nice, is it? Itsy bitsy. He's very horrible to you.
I'm a big boy. I can handle it.
Yeah, he's horrible to you, isn't he? Hey, Bobby, it was about 630 quid. Something like that. Return. That's the air flight. I got discount. I got 20,000 miles discount. I used 20,000 miles of my air miles.
It's nearly $750 of a grand with a discount.
With a discount, yeah.
That's absurd.
Well, it's just over. No, it's just over half a grand. £630. That's cheap.
Well, yeah, technically you meant to round it down, aren't you?
Well, round it down, yeah. Round it down to about 500 then.
It's been a long time since I went to a classroom, mate. You know.
But we were doing the prices last week on the website. We had a look last week for Richard or for Lloyd.
Lloyd.
Yeah. And there was one on there for 880. And I thought, wow, that's a bit costly. So yeah. Bit expensive.
Well, I mean, jet engine fuel isn't cheap. Brian, will I be a flag waiver tomorrow for the Commonwealth Games? Will I? Fuck. No, man.
Will I? Fuck.
No, I will. I most certainly will not.
Just bought a lady boy a beer.
Like, why Birmingham? For some weird reason, I decided to switch my TV on today.
Oh no! What you do that for?
And right now we've got the West Midlands mayor, this geezer who calls himself Andy Street.
Oh, Andy,
like he's posing with his little suit on, showing he's a man of the people, and everyone's all celebrating and stuff. And
gotta be a good boy.
All this Commonwealth rubbish everywhere.
Yeah. Wow.
And now they've got Ed Sheeran on the.
Oh,
what on earth is Ed Sheeran wearing?
Ginger nut.
He's got some weird, like, kind of late 80s Run DMC hi-hat type moon boots on, like.
Is he?
Like, yeah, well, Ed Sheeran has it. The camera's cut away from now. It's back to Andy Street. He's a weird guy, that Andy Street. He looks like, remember them Where's Wally books that
oh yeah.
You used to. No, he looks like something out of one of that.
Where's Andy? More like.
Yeah, I think at one point he was the managing director of John Lewis.
Oh, was he?
Something like that. Something
definitely weird.
Something lucrative, anyway.
Yeah. Oh right.
But, yeah,
okay.
he's a Tory.
So yeah, why Birmingham? I don't know. It's in the middle of the country.
I don't know why either. Why pick this shit all of a city?
Well, the good news is you can't get there because all the trains are cancelled.
Well, yeah, good point. And most of the roads are closed.
Yeah, so they ain't going to get very many people going, are they?
No.
Not with the price of fuel as well. I mean, who wants to pay loads of money? Loads of money!
I know, I mean, who's even got loads of money to pay? But
no. I can't even afford to go to the shops.
Did you see the football last night, anyway?
No, I didn't watch. I don't like football.
No, neither do I, but I thought it was quite an entertaining game.
Brian, that's not enough, mate. You're living in the past. 1 and sixpence.
I thought it was 2 and 6 that you used to say, like.
Oh, yeah.
Like hundreds of years ago when you were my age.
Oi, watch it, you. Watch it. Watch it. Watch it,
I think Itsy wants me gone.
He's not very nice today. I'm going to give him the frying pan. Frying pan for Itsy. It's because he's had 3 beers. That's what it is. He's
can't handle his drink very well, is it?
Yeah, he's ahead of himself. He's been let out by his girlfriend down the bar. Yeah. Yeah. When the boys are away, the girls have to wash out. How's your bird? How's your bird?
A comeback. My bird's alright. She's just in the bathroom freshening up.
Oh, I say that's posh. Freshening up.
Well, by freshening up, I mean her cold dead corpse is dissolving in the acid that I put in a bath. Joking.
Oh, you are. You're a card today. You are a real card. I got to give you a slow laugh. See, Jackie's not here again. Where's Jackie?
Maybe she's watching the Commonwealth Games.
Oh, there she is. There she is. 2 and 9 pence. What's that, Brian? Good God. Even I don't know what 2 and 9 is. I know what 2 and 8 is. I mean a 2 and 8 I am.
Does he mean you or me when he says Andrew? Because
well, I don't know. He calls me Andrew as well.
Oh right.
Yeah, I think you're Andrew number 6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but he's trying to guess how much the ticket is. So the ticket is going all the way from my house, my town, to London, and then Heathrow Express to Heathrow Terminal 2. How much do you think it is? And it's not £55, Richard. I bet somebody will go on and look it up.
£200?
No, not what? You going by first class, are you?
Oh, is that the first class price? I don't know.
No.
I mean, I haven't been in London in many a long year. Like,
I could get that Tesla car taxi for that.
Oh God.
That was 175 quid. Yeah, come on, guys. There must be some guesses. How much is it? Train, standard class, not first class. Nobody's guessing it.
£94.37.
That's even more than your last guess.
No,
No.
maybe it was 20p. I don't know.
Well, it might be. It's more like it. It's a bit nearer.
Really? Tenner?
Yeah. You'll be very surprised. Babushka, £75. No, not quite. If, like me, it's free. I wish. Let me just say it's not free. Okay. Well, it would be. It would be free if somebody else paid for it.
£42.
£42. Any more for any more? £42. £42. We got an offer in the corner there. £42. £42. Any more for any more? Going once.
You sell all of them auctioning. £42,
£42. Anybody? Yeah, right, okay. Whatever. Speak up, cannot hear. What? Open your ears, son. See, Jackie's in the house again. Hi, Jackie. Nope, she's not here.
I can't see her.
No,
I don't. No, you got me then, you thought.
I did. I got you. I got you, didn't I? Come on, guys. More guesses. How much? Come on, it's easy. Well, I know how much it is. That's why it's easy. Yeah, I was actually quite shocked by this price. I could not believe it. So I think this trip coming up, it's going to be really good this time instead of like it was last time, bloody shite.
Don't get your hopes up, though.
Well, yeah, all right. Yeah, I'll be a little bit more less
cordial
ambitious.
about it.
Yes, less ambitious.
Is that even a word?
What, cordial? Yes, I could have some Ribena cordial.
Oh yeah. Didn't they find out that this is like years ago when I was a kid? Like, I mean, I was never allowed Ribena, so what I did was, because it was my mum was well into watching all these silly little documentaries about the amount of sugar and it causes ADHD in children and all that rubbish. But so So I used to spend my dinner money on like part of it on.
Oh,
There is a Jackie here, but I don't.
no, it's
think
Jackie Greek.
Yeah.
Hello, Jackie Greek. And we have the lovely Mr. Alfie Bob. Alfie come to Thailand very soon. He's going to be walking there because there's no flights from Egypt. He's got to walk on his 2 feet. He'll not get a bike. All right, there's lovely Chandley Chang, Gary Lakey. We've seen you, Gary. You've been here before.
Karen Jasper.
Karen Jasper. Yep, Jackie. Not that Jackie. The other Jackie. The lovely Jackie.
So you love Handmade, isn't here?
You love? Yeah. No, not here.
On this rather weather-wise, not company-wise, boring evening. Like the weather's like, despite all this shite that we keep getting told about, oh, there's a massive heat wave, the planet's about to explode and everything, all this stuff. But it's just, to me, it's just the summertime.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, 2 days. Cheapest price, £67.40. Nowhere near it, Brian. Nowhere near it. Mr. Alfie Bob, I've chartered a private jet. Yeah, I wouldn't be at all surprised. Karen Jasper. How's life treating you, Andy Pandy? That's a very good question. Well, you see, my holiday went well. Obviously, you haven't been watching it that closely. It gets worse.
You do seem to be enjoying yourself, but just annoyed at the incompetence.
Yeah, the incompetence. Lack of internet.
Yeah.
Getting ill. What else? Having trouble with the bank. Having trouble with the car not being right. Oh, it gets worse. Wait till the end when we go home. I mean, it's even worse then. Whoa! I mean, good God.
You should have gone to Scunthorpe, mate. They've been on that now.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it would be Scunthorpe or somewhere else like that. You ever been to Rhyl in I think it's North Wales, isn't it? Rhyl.
Oh, Rhyl, yeah. I have been there in the past.
It's all right, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's Welsh Wales. What do you expect?
God, I hope Lloyd isn't here.
He knows me. I say it how it is, right? Welsh Wales. Yeah, exactly.
All right, Andy, what's his name wants me to do one, so I'm going to do one.
Who? What?
And,
when? How? What? Where? Why?
No, I'm not going to literally do a...
do one?
No, all right, I'll stay for a bit. Yeah, oh, God, I don't know.
No spoilers. You've discussed you can remove those annoying subtitles. All right, okay, I didn't know that there was subtitles. I didn't put them on there.
Well, it's about time.
Hello.
Yeah, what you do is you go on the video, and where it says CC, on my device anyway, it's like a little grey box with technically it's a rectangle now that I'm studying the dimensions a bit closer, but and there's two CC things.
Yeah. Click that.
And you put that on, you get subtitles, but
and then tell it
what would happen if I press that, because I really doubt YouTube would be able to translate what I say into you know.
Yeah, it usually is, Alfie, because it's automatic and AI, and basically it just puts on there what it thinks you said. And with me, it doesn't understand me, so it just puts a load of gibberish.
Yeah. Speaking of AI, by the way, I've got to warn you about something. I've warned everyone watching
yeah.
or listening to this
Go on
about
then.
something.
Can I give
Never
you a,
answer.
hang on,
Never
wait.
answer a phone
I'm
call.
going to give you a build up. Okay, are you ready? Right, here we go.
All right.
Go for it.
Okay, right.
Oh, you're a bit late,
I'll
mate.
try and make light of it, but I've been getting phone calls for about 3 days now from my own phone number. Yeah.
Really?
I tell you no word of a lie, Andy. Like,
Oh.
my own phone number has been phoning my mobile phone, and when I answer it, it's like,
Yeah.
it's obviously a scam.
Yeah.
But how the hell has someone cloned my number and is now using it to contact me?
That's weird.
Like, it is weird, and like you can look up about it online, but I'd advise warning. Like, all right, Itzy, I'm going. Give me a minute.
Yeah. So what did you look up?
I simply went on Google. I'll be doing it now as we speak. I've got to do it with one hand. I've only got a laptop. Right. Scam call from my own number is what I've typed in.
Oh, okay. And what did it say?
And this is a thing, like Ofcom are onto it and everything. Like, getting a call from your own number, it's a scam.
Yeah, well, it would be.
So,
you won't phone yourself.
Well, no, I've only got one.
Hello,
well,
is that Andy? Yeah, this is Andy. Hello, my name's Andy too. What's your name? Oh, my name's Andy. How are you? What's your name? Oh, it's Andy. Yeah, right. Okay, whatever.
I do that. I do that with my bird's phone sometimes when she's in the bathroom. Like, I'll phone her and say like, "Hello,"
hello,
and I'll be like, "Hello," and I'll have a sort of back and forth with myself, try and get into an argument with myself.
Back and forth with yourself. That sounds a bit pervy.
Yeah, not in a
sexual way.
No, I'm a eunuch. I'm not really.
Change your
number.
Right,
Itzy, I'm going.
Change your number. He's rude to that, isn't he? He's had 4 beers. He's so rude. I'm rude. Rude.
Right.
Have that.
Well, I'll get off, Andy, see if someone else wants to give you
a call. We'll give it a try, see if anybody else wants to call in. All right?
All right, mate.
Take care.
See you later then, dude.
See you later.
Bye.
Right. Okay, then. Where's my bleeding mouse gone again? I lost my mouse. So it is good evening to you. Welcome. Oh, yeah, we've done that, haven't we? Yep. Have I missed anybody? Nope, not missed anybody. Right. There was a question. AKA Elephant Banana. Oh, okay. You can do StreamYard if you want, which is not payable. Well, it's internet, isn't it? StreamYard coming up. So we got Thailand Adventure number 9, and then very soon it will be Thailand Adventure number 10. We haven't even got this one out of the way yet. Although, if you are a paying member and you have subscribed to the YouTube program, or you're with Patreon, then you get to watch the episodes up front, and there will be another 2 weeks worth. So that's 6 episodes. They will be up there as soon as I put them up, which is now. They're up there now, but you haven't got the links for them yet. So there will be the links will be put out onto YouTube membership and Patreon. So if you are supporting me in my ventures, then you get to watch them early, like 2 weeks early, or in actual fact, you're going to get them 3 weeks early, because there's already 2 weeks up there. We're on week 2 or 3, I can't remember. It's he's had 4. You still have steam kettle. Steam kettle. Oh, that's funny. Steam kettle. No throwing monkey nuts. You're not going to eat my nuts. I can eat my nuts. They're quite useful. At least they got quality time. I don't think so, Jackie. I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Not when you're stuck in bed, bloody ill. I had 5 days of it, so it's like, whatever. Here, Captain Jasper. Ooh, that's interesting. It's happened to Gary. Gary, you have to call up again. It ain't working. That's very unusual, that is. Hang on, Alfie. I'll be with you in a minute. Gary, phone again because it's broke.
It's not me.
That's it.
Hello, mate. Avon calling.
Avon calling.
Yeah, that's what it used to be, didn't it?
Oh, hello. We got one on the StreamYard. You can talk to Gary if you want.
Yeah, hello, Gary.
Who said?
Yeah.
You better tell everybody who you are.
Yeah, you will do. You tell everybody. Right. I am UK Super Rascal, and I'm also AKA Super Grand Ad.
Super Grand Ad. Yeah. Can you hear him, Gary?
Well, nice to meet you, Mr. Ad. Yeah, there's a lot of echo in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Could you turn your volume down on your YouTube?
What I'll do is I'll put a pair of headphones on.
Oh yes, please. Yeah, that'll be good.
I can't hear you at the moment. Got to find me headphones.
We can hear you, mate. Yeah,
we can hear you, but I'll mute him for a minute. Right, Gary.
So, yes, Andy, yeah.
Captain Jasper.
Captain Jasper.
Have you seen today's episode?
What, Captain Jasper?
No, you big numbnut.
Yes, I'm up to date, mate. Up
You are.
To date.
You are.
Yeah.
You won't be soon.
Still waiting for the next one to come on.
Yeah, there's a whole load. We got about 6
well,
episodes.
It's editing them, Andy, isn't it? That's the trouble.
Thing is, they're very good because they're only one day. I mean, they're pretty boring, to be honest with you. They're quite boring.
Well, it's waiting all the time. People don't realise how much effort you put in, I suppose, do they?
Yeah, I suppose you could say that, yeah. But, I mean, the point is we didn't do anything, go anywhere, so it's pretty boring anyway.
Yeah, but you did have a few problems there, mate. So we can understand part of that.
And no internet and everything, it's a pain in the backside.
Jabs and all the rest of it,
Yeah.
So it's difficult.
It gets worse.
Very difficult.
Yeah.
But Andy went off quick. We were just getting into his flow, and he was gone, wasn't he?
He was very good. He got pushed off by.
Yeah, but he was getting a bollocking all the time. Timer.
Yeah. Have you got your headset in? I've got you on mute a minute.
Who is this man, Andy? Do we know him?
A newcomer to the channel.
Oh, bless you. Welcome.
All right. Can you hear us now?
Yeah, I can hear everything. Am I echoing? Yes.
Is he echoing, Gary?
Okay.
No, he's fine now. Welcome, my friend. Yeah, welcome.
So it was, say it again, it was UK Super Rascal.
Yep.
On YouTube. And on Odyssey as well, it's Super Granddad.
Hi, everybody.
So
welcome to the channel, mate. Yeah.
Welcome to the club, as they say.
Yeah.
Oh,
so where does our friend come from?
Where
do you like my headphones?
Within this country, obviously. I know this country.
Go on then. I'll let you speak. I'm going to shut my mouth for a minute.
Where are you based, my friend?
Who, me? Me?
Yes, you. Yeah.
Right. I'm still getting a replay of the echoes of my own voice.
Ah, still echoing, is it?
Are you watching this on StreamYard or are you watching it on YouTube?
I'm on StreamYard.
Okay, well you shouldn't have a problem with that. It should be isolated so you can. Oh, it may be. Is it Gary that's echoing?
No, I think mine's all right now, Andy. It did at start, but I think it echoes the same if mine does it.
Because I don't think we've had people on StreamYard and also a phone in. I don't think we've done that yet.
Right, everybody's quiet now.
Yep.
Oh, good. Where are you based, my friend? Where in England are you?
Right, the person that... Oh, right, the delay is very delayed. I'm in Ramsgate in Kent.
You're in Kent? Okay.
Oh, where Tim comes from, Andy?
Yeah, Tim's in Dover.
Yeah, same county, though.
Yeah. Hi, Neil. Thank you, Neil. That's very kind of you. £5. Thank you very much. Very kind.
He's very faithful, Neil, isn't he, Andy?
He's brilliant. Yep.
Yeah.
We've got another guest on the old video. I'll get to you in a minute, Mr. Alfie. Just bear with us.
Not Alfie Bob, is it?
Yeah, Mr. Alfie Bob. Yeah, you can see him in the flesh.
You see him and you won't believe it. Yeah. Listen, Andy, it's getting a bit congested, so I can always ring back in again.
All right.
Give our friend a bit of time because he's new, so it's nice to introduce himself and that.
We'll get Alfie on and then we can have a chat on the old StreamYard.
That's it. Get Andy 06 on again. He was getting into his stride, he was, yeah.
Later, my lovely, later.
Okay, mate, you take care. Back on the chat, all right?
All right, take care. Bye.
Take care, mate. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye, mate.
Okay, that's Gary. Right, let's get Mr. Alfie on the old video there. So we got super.
Right, I've just got my sound working now.
Oh, wonderful. So you got Mr. Alfie Bob down below.
Hi, everybody. Good evening.
Hello. And in his usual attire, as I see.
Well, it is. It's coming up to 8:15, and it's 39. So.
Wow, 39.
I'm not fully naked, just topless.
Well, thank God for that. I was a bit worried about that.
Long time since I've been on the television.
Yeah. Are you on the big TV? You got the big TV out?
Yes. My mega size one.
Oh my God. That's a big one.
Yes, well, I am known for my big one.
So we got the new guy up the top there. If you want to say hello, you can talk to each other.
Hi, new guy. My apologies. I didn't catch your name.
My first name is John.
Okay, John. Nice to meet you.
Right, I can hear you now. I've been playing with my sound card, and I can hear everybody now. But my comeback, for me to get back to you, it's very, very delayed.
Well, looking at my TV screen, there's about a 1 minute delay. On the computer, slightly less delay. So I'm seeing 3 different angles of myself at the moment, which is quite exciting for me at my age. It's difficult to achieve those difficult angles.
Right, my sound seems to have sorted itself out because you came back to me with your answer straight away, and I've got you clearly. Andy, can you speak?
No, I can't speak really, but hey.
Right, no, we're working perfectly on StreamYard. It's working fine now.
Yeah.
No, I kept getting echoes of my own voice and everything like that.
I think that's because he was on the Skype on the telephone, and I think that's why. If we're all on StreamYard, it doesn't make any difference. We're all in the same place.
Right.
And guess what? We got Brian on. Brian!
Hello there.
He's just copying me.
Yeah, I know I am.
How's it going, Brian? All right.
Yeah, I'm doing quite well now. I'll show you my scars.
Oh
God, put it away.
Sexy. Well, I must admit, Brian, when you were going through that, I had a mega health scare.
Did you?
Yeah. One day, it was only about 3-4 weeks ago, I was talking to the lady friend in Thai, and I suddenly developed an instant hacking cough, which is not unusual at this time of the year because the atmosphere is so hot and dry.
Yeah.
Yes, I do smoke, but it is down to the atmosphere. And within a second, the front of my phone was covered in blood. My hand was covered in blood, and I just kept coughing, blood up. Well, it's not a thing you take lightly, really, is it? You know, especially at 8 o'clock in the morning. Anyway, it stopped after about half an hour.
Right.
And just washed my mouth out to get the taste out of my mouth and what have you. And I was fine the next 2 days. I thought, well, it must have bit my tongue or my gum, which I have a bad habit of doing, biting the inside of my gum.
Yeah.
Anyway, the 3rd or 4th day, I started coughing again. Oh, my God, you've never seen so much blood come out of a mouth. Thought I'd had all my teeth taken out. And so phoned my Egyptian friend up, Kalia, and told her what happened. I said, I'm going to have to get to the hospital to get this checked out. Anyway, fortunately, a brother-in-law just lives around the corner with a taxi, so he shot round for me and jumped in the taxi and picked Kalia up, and she was making phone calls, which doctor to see, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, the only 2 doctors that would have been any use to me, according to a friend she phoned up, were off. It was some sort of festival feast or something. So they took me to the death hospital, Luxor International Hospital.
Yeah.
I call it that because people just go in to die. They don't come back out.
Oh, God.
But I have to be honest, I was extremely impressed with the treatment I received. And I had every test going. I went to the triage centre. They tested me blood pressure, which was slightly elevated, for obvious reasons. So they gave me a little pill to stick under my tongue to correct that. Blood pressure taken, blood samples taken. Then I had to go to another clinic with the blood to have that tested there. This is the only problem with Egypt. There's nothing centralised. It's from one clinic to the next clinic to the next clinic, and obviously waiting times in all these clinics. And I was still coughing blood up, so yeah, it was a worrying time because the only thing I could think of is lung cancer. You know, what else can you think of?
Yeah, at the time.
So anyway, at the time, yeah. So anyway, left the blood samples, and then I was told I have to go to this other clinic for a full CAT scan. And I had to wait, 2 hours to get that done. Anyway, I finally got the full CAT scan. I had to wait another hour while they digested the information and told me about what they found, which was absolutely nothing. They said, your lungs are perfectly healthy. We can't see where the problem is. So back to the hospital. 2 specialists saw the x-rays, said, your lungs are really healthy for your age. Can't understand it. Don't know why you're coughing blood up.
Yeah.
The blood samples came back. They proved negative for every test. So this young doctor, female doctor, she recommended a chest doctor in Luxor that specialises in everything to do with chests, especially lady chests, apparently, but that's another story. So I had to make an evening appointment for that. And all this took 9 hours from getting in the taxi to getting home. The process is so slow. So I was exhausted as well. Anyway, he gave me a good examination. He said, don't worry. He said, what you've got is an extremely, what's the word? I'll use the word rare. I can't remember the word he used. Bronchial infection. And I'd been coughing that much. I'd ruptured 2 or 3 blood vessels in my throat. And that's where the blood came from, which was a massive relief, of course. Because I was saying to my friend, that's it, no more cigs, I'm giving up. Oh, sod it, I'm 68, is there any point? Let's just carry on and settle in, mate.
That's good.
Anyway, I had 4 or 5 different medications for 2 weeks. 100% okay after that.
Good.
It's been fine.
Yeah.
But God, it was a worrying time. You just see your life flashing before your eyes, you know.
Yeah. Well, it was like with me, Alfie, when I was diagnosed with gallstones last April last year, you know.
Yeah.
And they give me like stronger medication for the pain, you know, with codeine. Then eventually I got, 6 weeks today I had the operation, 6 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I'm 90% a lot better.
Yeah.
No severe back pain, nothing like that, you know. Just my scars a bit still sore, you know.
Yeah, well, obviously,
rooting about in my body to take my gallstone away, you know, the gallbladder out. So I'm feeling much, much better.
Yeah,
you know,
such a relief, isn't it?
Boy.
Yeah, glad to hear you're all both feeling better.
Yeah,
that's good news.
Ryan's naughty because he's still eating bacon.
Basically, in 2014, I got ill.
But cut down on the load of you know, spread.
Oh yeah.
For food, you know, less butter on everything.
Yeah. Sorry, John, have you got a volume on your microphone? Could you make it a little bit loud?
Is it very quiet?
Yeah, it's very, very, very quiet.
Yeah.
And
right, hold on a second.
Or you've got a microphone you can bring nearer.
You're the perfect guest to have on the show, John. No one can hear what you're saying, so they can't criticise you.
Oh, yeah, that's really bad. Really, really bad. It's very distorted now.
I can hear you now, John, but can't hear Brian. He's lost his voice.
Right.
Me lost my voice. No, I'm listening.
Oh, I can hear it. I can hear it now. No, your lips were moving, but there's nothing coming out.
Right,
Well,
the mic.
I mumble sometimes, Alfie, you know, in my sleep.
Yeah. It's like the Three Stooges show, this, isn't it?
What about yourself, mate? Don't include me in that.
Yeah. No, that was including myself in that. Myself, John, and Brian, not the host.
Not the host. No.
No.
Power.
Yeah.
As I say, I've adjusted the mic now. Is that better?
I don't know.
So, John, whereabouts do you live?
Me, I'm in Ramsgate.
Where, sorry?
Ramsgate in Kent.
Oh, Kent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice part of the country.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've lived all over the place. In England, Scotland.
A bit of a gypsy then.
Over in Europe, I've travelled. And, not long ago, went to it's a few years back, but a trip out to Australia for a gig and what have you. And what have you.
It's the only thing I miss about the UK, to be honest with you. Was I love travelling all over the UK. I miss that.
Yeah.
Well, that's the only thing I do miss.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd never go back there.
Well, just for a short drive, we used to go twice a year for the short drive to Bulgaria.
Yeah.
Right, from England, Ramsgate to Bulgaria.
Yeah.
Would take us about 3 days.
Yeah. Yeah.
And obviously, when you're doing something like that, you get to go where you want to go. And we used to do that twice a year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bulgaria is somewhere I'd like to go.
Right. Oh, right. Well, next time you get a long weekend, and I'm in Bulgaria, just let me know. Get yourself a cheap flight, and come out, and I'll show you the sights of Bulgaria.
Oh, wonderful! Yeah.
Is there any specific reason why you go to Bulgaria, John? Is it just a holiday, or?
I went on eBay, and I typed in their search engine, no reserve, and the first thing that come up was a house with 20 acres of land.
Oh, right.
There was no reserve on it. I said the most I'm going to bid, because the current bid at that time was £600.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I said, right, the maximum I'm going to bid on it, I'll say £5,000. Right?
Right.
Now, when you bid on eBay, just because I bid £5,000 doesn't mean that's what the price you'll pay if you win. Right? It's it gets.
Yeah.
But anyway, on that one, I got outbid by about 30 quid. Right? So the next one...
You got outbid by 30 quid?
Yeah, outbid by 30 quid.
Yeah.
And that was for 20 acres of land and a 4-bedroom house.
So it would have been £5,000 and £30. Oh, what a bummer!
That's what somebody else won it for that. But there was another house which I won, and that is a 4-bedroom house in just under an acre of land with outbuildings and everything that I won on eBay back in 2012, I think it was, and I paid £7,000 for it.
Right, that's not bad.
I was watching a property program about 5 years ago on Bulgaria, And the prices of property, God, they were ridiculously cheap. Ridiculously cheap.
Yeah.
You know,
Do you know how much my
in a
council
beautiful
tax?
country.
Do you know how much?
Yeah.
Do you know how much my Bulgarian council tax is?
What's that?
£9 a year.
Oh,
yeah, well, that's just a little bit more than mine. Mine's 15 sterling a year.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
What's the exchange rate though, John? What's the exchange rate?
The exchange rate is it's roughly two lev for a pound.
Okay. It used to be like that in Thailand a little while ago, a few years ago.
Yeah.
50-50.
Are you still in Thailand or are you back now?
Hello, I'm in UK. Haha.
You're back in UK.
I'm going September.
Oh, you're going September, right?
Yeah.
Because I was watching your part 9. Is it? What?
Yeah. That was May.
Oh, that was back in May. So when you go back, before you go back, I've got a friend that I've been chatting with for quite a while in Thailand. His name is Oz Fleur. Right, I'll send you the link already on Facebook.
Yeah.
To his Odyssey channel, and he's very much like us, but he's stuck. He's an Australian that's stuck in Thailand and can't get home, and he's been there for months and months and months.
Is that because of you know what?
Yep.
Oh yeah, and they're not letting people back in, are they?
And you know. So he's called Oz Fleur. That's OZFLOR, and
FLOR.
OZFLOR.
Okay.
And as I say, he's back on. He's living in Thailand, and he's set himself up with a little shop and everything, so he can make some money. And he sells chicken food in Thailand.
Chicken food.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
You ever been to Thailand, John?
No, I've never been. Been Australia. The furthest I've ever been is Australia.
Yeah.
You know, where have you been?
Sorry?
Where have you been? Have you been to America?
No, I've travelled to a few places in Europe, but yes, obviously I live in Egypt now for the last 20 years. But Thailand is the furthest destination I've travelled. I'm not really one that's ever suffered from the wanderlust. I'm quite a lazy person. I like my own space, my own place of living. You know, I've never really been into travelling, and but yeah, I do enjoy going to Thailand.
Obviously, if you're in Egypt, you must have been to the pyramids.
Believe it or not, John, no, I have not.
Never been. Bloody hell.
No, I live in Luxor, which is around about 300 miles away from Cairo, right?
Yeah, that's
and the only time, we had friends coming over for a 2-week holiday, so I booked a flight to Cairo to take them to the pyramids. And it was one of those rare occasions the flight was cancelled, so I never got there. I love the history of the UK, but I'm not really into the history of here. You know, the temples and tomb scene doesn't really interest me. I mean, I walk past Karnak Temple at least 3 times a month, and I hardly notice it's there. You know, it's one of the biggest temple complexes there is.
Yes,
you know,
you're the same as most people. It's like here in Ramsgate, we've got the old war tunnels, we've got everything like that, but I haven't been to them in years.
Yeah.
I used to play in them when I was a kid, but no, haven't been to them for years.
I got great enjoyment about going around the castles and the country homes, and the natural history of the British Isles. I used to spend many hours of travelling all over the place, especially around the Lake District, because I was only 40 minutes away from where I used to live. And but here, see, it's a different environment here. It's so hot and dusty and dry. You really have to be dedicated or have a strong interest in Egyptian history to want to go to these places, because the environment you're visiting in is so harsh. And you've got all the controls and the bureaucracy. No, you can't take a picture of that. No, you can't use your camera. No, you can't have your phone on. Yes, you can use your phone in that one. Yes, you can have a photograph, but it will cost you 50 Egyptian. It just spoils the moment.
Yeah.
Yes, things have got a little bit better, but it's not my story.
So it's only Bird Dogs and Englishmen that go out in the midday sun.
That's right. John, if you're interested, there's 2 series of videos that Alfie made around his house and area. So if you want to go onto the travel YouTube channel, they should be on Odyssey as well. There are 2 series of videos that he made. So you can go and see what it's like. It's pretty good.
You're very amateurish, John. I just use my mobile phone.
That's all right. If you ain't dodging about like that, but when you're walking and filming, just like
I visited Cairo in 1995.
Oh, you'd see a vast difference now.
No, because we went to the Cairo Museum where the pharaohs are, and I took my camera, but they wouldn't allow me to take any photos inside.
Yeah, well, that's the problem. They have relaxed that now, because obviously it's all digital cameras with no need for a flash. And they had this thing in the head that flashes were destroying whatever they were photographing.
The artifacts.
It was affecting the pigments in the paint that the Egyptians used. That's why.
So they say, but it wasn't really scientifically proven. You've got this crazy cat in the hat who's in charge of all things Egyptian. If he says, hey, that flash is destroying the pigments, as you've just said, but in actual fact, the sweat or the humidity caused in these tombs, created by hundreds of people sweating, that was actually the biggest destroyer of the pigments. So you can't exactly stop people sweating. So they thought it was easy to stop people flashing. Flashing in the colloquial sense of the word, of click, not look at my Egyptian banana flashing.
It's quite easy to stop the sweating, just go in a spacesuit.
But I'm thinking of starting my own YouTube channel when I get back to Thailand. It's going to be called something like Alfie's 5-minute Thai, whatever. I'll think of a good word to stick on the end of Thai. Tidbits or something like that.
Thai tips.
But again, I'm not going to buy a camera. I'm just going to use my phone, because my phone's a good one now, because I've bought a new one, so it's got better capabilities for filming and what have you.
Well, when I first put films up on YouTube, I was using a camera that was about that big. that square, and the quality was when you put something up. If you got a real high quality video and you put it up to YouTube instantly make it lower quality, because obviously if it's a big file, it takes up lots of room on their server. So what they do is they crunch your video down so that it takes up less room on the server. You know, you can understand.
I'm only thinking 5 minutes maximum every day. You know, sort of a daily little vlog.
Yeah. Well, if you do it on YouTube, you'll be quite lucky to get paid, right?
Yeah.
If you go on Odyssey, you'll get paid from word go without any followers.
Yeah.
Right, you'll get paid. It's not a great deal. It's not a fantastic amount, but you'll be given a LBC wallet, right?
Yeah.
And if you only go and watch videos on Odyssey, you get paid for watching. It's not a fantastic amount, but you get paid. It used to be.
I must be honest. Yeah, I must be honest with you, John. Getting paid doesn't interest me. You know,
no.
Adverts and what have you. I'm just thinking of doing it just for my own amusement.
Yeah.
This visit, I'm going to be involved in a lot of new things that I didn't think I'd be involved in. Sort of change of life things. So I thought, well, it may be interesting to start vlogging it from start to when I'm eventually stuck in a hole or cremated.
Excuse me, I'm going bathroom break.
Yeah, okay. Take the camera with you, Ryan. See if you got all stones still.
Take the microphone so we can test you, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna mute him for a minute.
So I'll be honest with you. I know the channel exists because I've seen it when I've gone onto my YouTube settings, but I've never used it. I've never downloaded anything on it.
Oh,
So,
you mean your own personal YouTube page? Yes, everybody's got one. That's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So that's what I was going to use in the hope that it would create.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Good idea.
And from what I've been told, it's a lot simpler and quicker using that connection than creating a brand new YouTube channel and all the crap associated with it.
Yeah.
So, and I'm just guessing that you could make those public.
Yeah, you can.
Somehow.
Yes.
Yeah, public or private or unlisted.
Yeah. But that's all I was thinking of doing, just doing that. And well, I say just for me own amusement, really. Yeah, if other people find it interesting, all well and good, but I'm not interested in making a name for myself or getting hundreds of subscribers and thumbs up and blah, blah, blah. Just something to occupy my mind and pass a little bit of time.
Yeah. And that's what I started out doing on YouTube. And then when Odyssey came out, I had been monetized, but YouTube demonetized me because I didn't have enough subscribers, and I'm not worried about it being monetized or whatever.
That was a few years ago, though, John, when they did that.
But as I say, so I joined Odyssey. It wasn't called Odyssey at the time. It was called Library, right? So I joined Library, and I put a video up, and nobody watched it, but I got paid just for putting one up, right?
Yeah.
And then I thought, oh, this is good. I'll go and watch some videos. I went and watched some, and I got paid for watching. You know.
Just say what it is, John.
So you sat there all day, John, just watching your own video, so you keep getting paid.
No, it wasn't mine.
It's a good business plan, that. Do you think anybody's cottoned on to that yet?
No,
I get a lot of pleasure out of watching YouTube, because the television here is crap. But the only problem I've got with YouTube, the control freaks.
Yeah.
They say the ideal platform for the independent vlog maker, but you're not independent because they're controlling your output. And you use one wrong syllable, boom, timed out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
the one thing
there's no freedom.
The one thing I will say, yes, we all find that a pain. We all find it a problem. But don't forget, YouTube got a really, really big fine not long ago. A couple of years back, they got a really big fine. And if I owned YouTube, right, I'd do everything they're doing. Because...
Well, that's fair enough comment, but the way I look at it, as long as you prohibit pornography or child pornography or the promotion of drugs, all the really bad things, then all that should exist at the end of that day is a damn good media platform that everybody can enjoy. But like Andy has suffered, you just say the wrong thing, or you put a comment on, you're banned off Facebook, or you're taken down off YouTube for an innocent statement that you're repeating from a third party that's been verified. We do not like you talking about this, so we are going to stop and destroy your channel that you've took 20 years to build up.
Yeah,
they don't give a toss because they're too powerful.
No, they don't.
Yeah, well, I've only had my YouTube for about 12 years now, and as I say, if I put a comment to anybody out there on YouTube, it is vetted before they will let the person see it, and I've only got to put the word Odyssey, ODYSEE, in the comment, and that comment gets blocked.
Yeah.
And also, John, did you know that they're doing it to OurTube as well? OURTUB, OurTube.
Yeah.
I can't believe that they're censoring other platform names.
Yeah, but you can understand why they're doing it, because they don't want people drifting away from YouTube.
It's all about money at the end of the day. Advertising revenue. I must be the fastest gunslinger in Egypt. My trigger finger reacts in a microsecond to cut adverts out. That's why I'm getting notifications.
Same here when I'm watching.
I don't have that problem with adverts because I run ad blocker and ad blocker plus, and it cuts out any advert. I don't have to click on it, do anything. Just play any video on YouTube, and as soon as it comes to an advert, it skips it. That's ad blocker.
Well, I've got ad blocker on the laptop, and it's never worked. I'm sick of getting offers off YouTube. Pay us this amount every month and you won't see any adverts. Well, it's just as easy to click them off.
Same here, Alfie. Same here.
What browser are you using?
So, my browser, what do you call it? Oh, Christ, I can't think of the bloody name.
Chrome.
Chrome. Yes.
Right. Ad blocker doesn't work in Chrome. Chrome
now you tell me.
is owned by Google. Google own YouTube, and that's why it won't work. What you need to do if you get time, put Firefox on your as a browser. Don't.
I have got that on as well, Firefox.
Right. If you've got that as an add-on, add ad blocker and also ad blocker plus, and that when you go on YouTube, it will block all the ads. You'll just go on and you'll just watch.
Yeah. The only thing that annoys me about it, I mean, so I'm quite happy because I rest my arm over the laptop like that, so I click, 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 you know. If I'm watching something with subtitles on and one of these bloody big long advertising bars come across, and by the time I've clicked it off, I've missed what's been said. That really pees me off, that, you know.
Yeah.
And,
that's part and parcel of Chrome.
Psychological attacks, and they get away with it. You know, they won't allow you to attack anybody on their YouTube channels, but they're attacking you psychologically every bleeding time you tune into YouTube. You know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's all right for us to do it, but don't you do it to us.
Yeah. Do what I say, not what I do.
Yeah.
As always.
Well, Alfie doesn't live to those rules. Alfie does what he wants.
Yeah.
So we just had a comment, guys. There's a comment from Babushka saying that uBlock works on Chrome. So if you want to block it, try uBlock. That's U-B-L-O-C-K.
Yeah, that is a good one as well. I didn't know it worked on Chrome. I haven't got Chrome. I have very few Microsoft.
I use Brave.
Driven stuff. Pardon?
I use Brave. Brave browser.
That's a very good browser as well. But are you all running some form of Windows?
Mine's currently 10, I think.
Right.
When I bought this laptop, it had 8 on it. Didn't like it at all. So I got a friend of mine to completely clean 8 off and put 7 Home Premium back on.
7's good.
Right.
I like
I know there's no security updates now, but it works perfect for me. I'm comfortable using it. It's easy to navigate. Why the Christ they keep changing good things for bad things, I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
But, they keep telling you it's better for you, so I suppose it must be better for me.
Yeah, I went the opposite way. I had Windows 8 on my original laptop, not the one I'm using at the moment. And it said upgrade to Windows 10. I did, and the laptop took me a year to sort it out to get it to work properly.
Yeah.
So that put me right off of Windows 10. I now use Linux Ubuntu, and I can't fault Linux. You know, Linux systems, they take a lot of getting used to, because it's very, very different. It's like going back to school to learn how to do something. But I haven't mastered it, but I'm well on the way to mastering it. You know.
See, I don't use my laptop now. The only thing I use my laptop for is playing YouTube through it. Nothing else. You know, I just use the phones now for communicating and what have you.
Yeah. So what was that, Andy? What was that? That ad blocker that you said?
uBlock.
uBlock. That's it. uBlock.
Yeah. If you go down when you've done, if you go down to the chat window, right, and have a look at the chat window after, it's the links in the chat window.
I'm looking. Oh yeah, I see. It's right in the bottom of the screen in the comment section, not the private chat.
Yeah.
The comment. Yeah.
No, not a private chat. No, private chat is for StreamYard.
Yes. Yeah.
It trying to send somebody a message here.
Yeah, it was on private chat when I started, and I'm going, well, where's all the chat gone? I haven't used StreamYard in so long. And I'm going, where's it? Oh, look, comment next to it.
That's the point. Let me see my chat. Oh, I can see my chat. Yeah.
Yep.
Communicate on the phone, and I can see all the chat on the screen.
Yeah. Down the bottom is the ublock.org address where to get.
Yeah.
And the good thing is, it's open source and free. So you basically open source software is free of charge.
Yeah.
See, I'm not very tech savvy to all this different browsers, and you can do this, that, and the other. I'm very laid back and old-fashioned in my ways. You know, I just press a button and hope to Christ that it switches on. You know.
I've been involved with repairing computers before the ZX81.
Oh God, yeah, that's a long time. That was my first computer.
Yeah, I used to repair them.
I didn't repair them. I played with them. I moved on with the Amstrad 1512.
Yeah, because that didn't have a wobbly RAM pack.
No, it had a bloody.
I think that's the one I bought. I bought my first computer the first day it came out at Curry's in St Helens, and it cost £780. And the software for it, I had to get a police friend of mine who worked in the computer section of the station to do it for me. I had no idea how to make it work. Anyway, it was discovered there was, what do you call it in the software? What do you call them?
A bug?
A bug. Yeah.
A bug.
So it destroyed half the programming on the computer. They did exchange it, but I ended up going back to my word processor because I was writing then for a hobby, and I thought this would have been a quicker method. And, you know, it took, as daft as it may sound, it took me several days to be able to control the cursor. It was shooting all over the bloody place. Could I get it to settle down on something to click it? God, I said, I can't be doing this. It's like a bloody fly trapped in a bottle. It was going everywhere. So back to the word processor, and I gave the computer away. And it came with a dot matrix printer.
Yeah, you know to blame for the mouse going everywhere and being pretty rubbish. That was if it was an IBM type computer, it would have been Steve Jobs because he nicked the idea of a mouse from IBM.
Oh yeah, Billy Gates nicked the idea of the software, didn't he? Microsoft Windows. He nicked that from bloody IBM.
I mean, say it's been a fantastic innovation.
Oh,
you know, the internet. It's you know, it's opened the world up to everybody, and you can't help but go back on your past memories of 30 years ago when you had to telephone somebody or write them a letter. You know, and you like now with a phone, you can connect with anybody anywhere in the world, see them, interact with them, have telephone sex with them. You know, it's fantastic, isn't it? Really,
it is.
Oh, you've tried it, have you, Brian? Ah, right. It's probably what did the gallbladder.
Well, you just
you know what I mean, Alfie. You know what I mean.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah.
Now, telephone sex, I always thought that was when you put the phone on silent and vibrate.
No, it was only an off-the-cuff remark, John. I've not really indulged in such practices. You know, it's the closest I've got to producing porn is being caught picking my nose one chat. Sometimes you forget that you're being watched.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm always scratching my nose.
Yeah.
But,
No, it's good. I enjoy being connected to whoever I want, whenever I want, wherever I want. That's a fantastic thing to have. But the problem is, it's been weaponized, hasn't it? The internet, and it's caused so much misery and pain for millions of people.
There's my smartphone. That's an iPhone 4S. What are the iPhones up to you now? iPhone 20, is it?
13, I think. iPhone 13 at the moment. Yeah.
Well, I can't get it. Because it's a what I call it 3G. 3G. That's the word I was looking for. The G. Yeah, because it's 3G. Most of the time, I can't get the internet. I can't update the operating system that's on it because it's not compatible with iOS 23, whatever that is now. I'm still stuck on iOS 9, but I won't change because it still works.
Yeah.
Well, it's same with me. I mean, so I've got this new one in my hand, but I've still got my original Samsung J7 Pro, and it's a fantastic phone. You know, the difference in weight, this one in my hand is 100% more heavy than this one. You know, it's like a bloody brick. And I use it because it's a better quality system, but I still find myself using the old one, which is about 6 years old now. You know, I dread the day the battery will finally die.
Well, you can get replacement batteries.
You can.
It's the same as I can still get batteries for this iPhone 4S. But the last one I bought, I run, as you can see behind me, I'm electronics, right? I do all kinds of electronic stuff. Before I even thought of pulling the phone apart, I tested the battery to see if it was any good, and it's supposed to be 1,300 milliamp hours. I got 25 out of it, I think, or 85. 85.
See, you're telling me something I didn't realise now, because I just assumed that the battery itself was like fused in with the phone casing, and you couldn't change a mobile phone battery.
Yeah, no, you can go. If you don't want to do it yourself. There's bound to be a local shop around near you that repairs mobile phones, and
there's hundreds of mobile phone shops in Egypt, without a doubt. But I'd probably stand a better chance of getting a replacement battery in Thailand.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah.
Because I will be taking both phones with me. Because there's things on my old phone that I found it impossible to transfer over to the new one. So I'll be taking them both. Well, I really would be lost without a mobile phone now, to be honest with you. I think everybody would.
Yeah, I see we've lost Brian.
Yeah, we've lost Brian. I don't know.
He's probably fell off his chair again. You know what he's like.
Probably his batteries run out.
He lost his budgie, didn't he, Brian?
Yeah.
Lost his what?
Budgie.
Oh, his budgie. Right. Yeah.
In days gone by, when we were all chatting on here, we were constantly being interrupted by the noise of the budgie in the cage.
Yeah.
But alas, Budgie is dead. I knew him well. He's gone.
He's deceased. He's deceased, Budgie. Yeah.
But my little mate's still here, Alfie.
Alfie the cat.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Alfie.
In human years, he's I think I worked it out to about 49.
Wow.
In human years, and of course the other 5 are still just as crazy as ever. Oh. But he's getting an old man now.
Our cat, I don't know how old. We don't know how old our cat is. He was a feral cat that was living in. He came and started living in my back garden, and eventually he let me touch him. But he would. If I picked him up, if I tried to pick him up, I'd get swiped.
Yeah. These are all rescue cats.
Yeah, so he's she. We later found out it was a she, not a he. It got to about 4 or 5 inches of snow on the ground, and I went out there, and the cat was shivering in a plastic box, and I just put my hands in. She bit me. Whatever. I pulled her out, took her indoors, and she's been in. She goes in and out as much as she wants, but she's been coming in now ever since.
Yeah.
You know, and that must be, or at least 8 years, 9 years.
Yeah.
But she wasn't a young cat when that happened, you know. So we reckon she's at least 15 now.
Yeah.
In our years, you know. So
well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good age. Good age.
Yeah.
I've had Alfie. Must be close on 18 years now, 17 and a half years.
Yeah.
But they were all, I rescued Alfie out of a local hotel, the bar area. It was only the size of a tennis ball, but the tourists were getting amusement out of giving it alcohol, beer to drink out of ashtrays.
Oh.
Yeah.
As soon as I sat down, he jumped on the chair. And he didn't budge from my side. So that was it. It was inside the jacket, and smuggled him out of the hotel. And the rest is history. Then I rescued the others as little kittens off the street. I can't turn away from an animal in distress. So I've got 6 of them now. Cost a bleeding fortune to feed. Because Alfie will only eat diet tuna. So that used to be cheap. Yeah, all right, it's still relatively cheap compared to UK prices. I don't know what you'd pay for a tin of tuna in brine. It costs £1 sterling here. But he has one of them a day.
It's probably the same kind of price over here for the little tin of tuna, about that size. For a wedge of tuna, but no, our cat eats anything, vegetables.
Yeah. Oh, the others eat anything, but Alfie, no. It has to be the diet tuna or nothing. He eats cat biscuits, of course. But the others have a big tin of mackerel every day between them. And there's always loads of biscuits for them and what have you.
Yeah.
So, the only thing is, with having so many, it's difficult to give the attention they need. You know, I try and spend 5 or 10 minutes every morning when I'm cleaning up after them and what have you. But they're content. They've got a massive run, you know, with climbing towers and trees I've put inside so they can scratch and what have you. So they've got a good life, probably got a better life than I have, really.
Yeah,
Well, Brian, are you going to come back on, mate? Brian's internet went down, so he's back on now.
Oh, right. Yeah, you're in the right country for cats anyway, in Egypt, because they're very revered.
It's a big problem now because, I mean, so to get a cat neutered here is free. We have a local UK registered charity called ACE. and all their treatment is free for cats, neutering them, and treatment to the dogs and the donkeys and the horses that often get mistreated here by their owners. They rely heavily on donations and they just about keep the head above water. But at the moment, they've got over 80 cats. And because it's an Islamic country, they are not allowed to practice euthanasia.
No.
Even if the animal in question is very severely injured. Yes, it is done behind the scenes because they won't allow to see a cat suffer through to its final demise, when there's no help could be given. But it is an illegal practice. And yet the Egyptian husband can beat the crap out of his wife and kids when he goes home, and that's not illegal, that's okay. There's no balance of normality here.
Yeah.
Just something you have to live with and accept.
Yeah, that's how it was in the UK back in the Victorian times.
Well, this is it. Say that the women are getting more and more liberated each year here. They're standing up for the rights, and you see quite a few of them driving their own cars now without a male accompanying them.
Escort.
Females are actually riding bicycles in Cairo now. That, I doubt, will happen here in Upper Egypt because it's a different mentality here. There's a 40-year gap in mentality between Upper and Lower Egypt. Lower Egypt is more cosmopolitan. More it's moved with the modern times, but Upper Egypt, it's still stuck in the back years, with attitude and what have you. But it is slowly getting better, for the better. But it'll never be an acceptable level in my lifetime. That's definite. So, the women are still heavily controlled by the male, and not just the husbands, but the brothers and even their own sons. Once they get to the teenage years, they adopt the same attitude towards the female members of the family that the father does or the elder brother does. It's deplorable, really, because I don't like it. But you just have to turn your head away from it. It's not your business. You're living here, so you have to accept the local customs and practices.
Yeah, when in Rome, live like a Roman.
Well, this is it. As I say, I don't like it, but, at the end of the day, even though I have a residency visa, 12 months a year, I'm still a tourist. And I own property here and what have you, so you've got to keep your nose clean.
Yeah.
But having said that, I don't like foreigners of any nationality, race or creed going into another country, managing to get citizenship of that country and automatically think they can change what is the normal practice of that country to suit themselves. There are expats living here that have a deplorable attitude towards the traditional Islamic way of life, the religious practices. They turn the nose up at them and say, I'm British, I'm German, I don't have to do this, I don't have to do that. Well, I'm sorry, it's all about respect. And I know it's a big problem in the UK with all these immigrants, well, a lot of them, or some of them, that they think they're entitled to change things to suit them, or they're automatically warrant extra special treatment and extra special amounts of money and good quality housing. Well, excuse my terminology, but no, they fucking don't. They're there as rescued guests of that country, and they should acknowledge that and be appreciative of the fact that they have got now a better life, a better existence, a better future, not just for them, but the wives and the kids. But you get some standing on the soapboxes demanding what they call equal rights. But if they study what they have in the UK, they're already receiving above the standard quality of equal rights because of the position as being a refugee or a rescue, in threat of the danger of losing their lives, blah, blah, blah. So let's give them more money and shut them up. And, and then you've got the pensioners that can't afford to feed themselves, can't afford to keep themselves warm in winter. So, I say it really pisses me off here. Yeah, I came here knowing my pension would be froze. I've no problem with that. It's a thing I accepted. But, I'm about just under £400 per month below my friends in England because I live in Egypt. I never get any rises. All right, I manage. I don't need it, But it still gripes me because I worked every single day of my life. I paid all my taxes, my national insurance stamps. That should not happen to any expat living in any country. We should all get the same equal treatment. We should all get what we've worked for at the end of the day.
Yeah. Well, you know who's to blame for the change in that, don't you? Goes right the way back to Maggie Thatcher.
Yeah. But I would expect, and it's probably a long want, that if a Labour government ever got in power in the UK, that's one of the first things they'd rectify. But they will not.
The trouble is the Labour Party here in the UK now is just another Conservative party. They're all at the same ilk.
At the end of the day, they are all pissing in the same pot. They want the prestige of the position, they want the good money, they want a different lifestyle, they want to be in command of the common man on the street, whether it be Conservative, Liberal or Labour. They want the position, and they just tell these lies and bullshit when the elections come up. We promise to do this, and they do bugger all when they get in power. They just make the situation worse. And that tosser, Johnson, finest thing to happen for him to finally admit his crap and step down. The abuse of power that man was allowed to get away with. Let's ignore the party scandal. Let's go even further back than that.
That's right.
And it was his cohorts that were protecting him and saying, "No, he's a good bloke, Boris. He's made a mistake. Let him carry on. The country will collapse and disappear into a black void if we get rid of him."
Yeah, exactly.
And it'll just happen with the next one and the next one and the next one, as it has happened with all the past prime ministers of England. They've all, everyone without exception, has been found guilty of doing little naughties.
Yeah, the guiltiest.
The only one I could possibly think of that didn't, but I may be corrected, was Harold Wilson, because he was too fucking stupid to do anything
the pound in your pocket? No, that was the. No, I was just thinking the pound in your pocket. That wasn't Wilson. That was I can't think. Macmillan.
Yeah, I can't remember who that was. Yeah. I've never ever voted in my entire life.
All right.
For local government or national government, because even as a teenager, I was intelligent enough when the old chap had the party political broadcasts on the television. It was a load of bull they were coming out with. Even as a teenager, I could see that.
Yeah.
And that's it. When I turn 18, I ain't voting. And I never did vote, and I never have done to this day.
Well,
and yeah, people can say, well, it's because you didn't vote that these people got in power. I don't think so. You know.
Well, a no vote is a wasted vote, definitely. Even if you just go up to the booth, like I did in the last election, went up there, wrote on the bit of paper, none of them are anything what I want to vote for. And I wrote that on there, put my name and address on it, everything, and put it in the ballot box.
Yeah. Because gone are the days when the Labour government was the working man's government. Long gone are those days.
Oh, that was a long time ago, wasn't it, Alfie? Long ago.
Yeah.
Well, it basically stopped with the demise of Harold Wilson.
Yeah.
You know, he was probably the last working man's prime minister of the Labour government, as far as I'm concerned. I've no interest in politics. I don't follow politics, but I do remember things about politicians. You know, and
listen to this.
They've no interest in people. It doesn't matter if you're a millionaire or a pauper. The first and foremost interest is themselves.
Self-serving.
And I don't believe that you should have people that are multi-millionaires holding any position in government.
No.
Because they don't give a toss how much it costs the individual on the street. They've got their fortunes already.
Yeah, they're all in it for their own agenda.
Yeah, of course, and each and every one has their own agenda, no matter how big or small it is. Self-interest comes first.
Yep.
And that's why you'll never get a government working for the country or the people. You'll get a government working for themselves. And that's just my opinion. I don't care.
What happens, that's exactly
what's I'm counting down on that. You know.
Yeah.
And by the looks of it, this Liz Truss is going to take the next position, I think. But it doesn't really matter which of them get it.
No.
Neither are use or ornament, in my opinion. And
they're both
I think,
cut from the same cloth.
Yeah. I think it would have been made better television if those two candidates had fainted and the presenter had remained on her feet.
Yeah,
the one that should have got in was the coloured lady. The one who got picked out. She would have been a good PM.
Yeah. Truss is just another Theresa May.
Yeah.
So that's what she'll like to model herself on.
Yeah.
You know,
what was that woman's name though? What was the one that got kicked out? The black lady. I can't remember her name.
Nor can I.
She had some really good values, and I think if you have to have somebody, she would have been the better of the whole lot. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She didn't get.
It amuses me when people such as yourself, Andy, demanding a better quality of life via the benefit system.
Yeah.
And that's what you're entitled to. I have no qualms about that. And obviously pensioners require more money. And they always use the same excuse. Look, we're putting in as much as we can. We can't afford to put any more in. And if they do put some more in, they take it back off you some other way.
Yeah.
And yet when this Ukraine crisis started, boom, they found billion after billion after billion.
That's right.
You know, pumping it continuously into the project, we'll call it.
Yeah.
And the money is there. They just don't want to use it for the right purposes. You know.
I saw an article, I think it was, about how much money that a person who's paid in for their whole working life it was staggering the amount of money they should have compared to what they actually end up with. It's amazing how much money that they rob off of you.
Yeah, I reposted that to my Facebook, my 4K.
Yeah,
followers.
was it on Facebook, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, it's legalised theft, isn't it?
It is legalised theft. You're right. Yeah.
But because they're a government, they can get away with it.
Yeah.
You know, there's never any retribution, unless in the case of Boris, you finally lose your plum position and get kicked out on the street. But he's not going to be short of money. He'll be back on the next episode of I Got News for You or whatever, earning his crust.
Don't watch TV.
He's on the way to the UN. He's going to be some NATO thing. He's going to be quite high up in that.
Yeah.
So he ain't going to be doing too badly.
Yeah. Well, having said that, I would say the politics here are far different than the politics in the UK. You don't get a choice here. You're told what you're getting, and that's it.
Yeah, once he's out of office, Johnson's out of office, you just get a peerage anyway, so, you know.
Oh, yeah, he'll be in the House of Lords, won't he? I mean, you know.
Yeah.
Making policy there.
Yeah. God, I miss me mouth as well. I find that impossible to believe, but there you go. Yeah.
Right, guys, we're getting close to time, so we're going to call it a day. Because, we've all got things to do.
Yeah, I knew you'd soon get bored. I said to myself, if I make a reappearance on there, I'd start getting bored and say, right, it's time to go now. We're fed up and we've got things to do, and I've got to put my bacon and toast and whatever I want to fucking cook. And
yeah. You know the drill. You know the drill.
So from an old presenter would say is, bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. Behave yourself.
Have you enjoyed your appearance, John?
Yeah. I used to go live with what's his name?
God.
No, not God. No, another YouTube channel. I used to do exactly what we're doing now.
But not as good. Not as good though. It
was as good if not maybe a bit more comical. That's all.
I can be funny, mate. I can be funny.
We know. Press that button. Press that button.
I can be funny.
I must be honest with you, John. The only reason I enjoy coming on these live ones is when I'm really bored the following day, I can watch myself on television and appreciate the fact that I exist.
Well, what you can also do is repost it. You can repost it onto your Facebook.
Yeah, oh boy, do I. You know, we're looking at about 20,000 shares over a month. You know, I share it with people I've never even heard of. I just, send it out there. Yeah. I'm even thinking of putting little commercial breaks on, recording it on the laptop, stop talking, turn the phone to the camera, the laptop for a little commercial break, and then back onto me. Make me look really good there. This guy can get commercial breaks. He's worth something. He's worth listening to.
Seeing as this has gone out live on Odyssey, right? On Odyssey, you can download it. You don't have to record it or do anything. They record it, and you can download it and edit it, do whatever you want offline, and
re-upload.
Well, obviously, John, in my life, I do a lot of things offline, but unfortunately, I can't talk about them.
No, they're not legal.
No. But
anyway, guys, it's been a real pleasure. Thanks, John.
Yes.
Thanks, Alfie.
Yeah,
it's
no problem.
It's nice to get back to the old ways.
Yes, it is, Andy. I agree with that. And what should I say? I must apologise for my past actions. It was very childish, stupid. But I was going through a bad time at that time, as you know. Which is no excuse, but sometimes it creates uncontrollable actions against people that you know are your friends, and but that's just life, isn't it?
As you are well aware, I perfectly accepted your apology, and we're going to move on. So yeah, I mean, there's no problem.
You need to see
Life is very short.
You need to see how to make an apology video.
Oh yeah.
Right.
No, John, I wouldn't go that far. It'd end up being looking on the Queen's speech. No.
I'm wearing this hat, and I'm making out I'm Russian, so it's.
Yeah. I wasn't going to say anything about the hat, John, because I'm too polite. Yeah. Yeah.
Man, isn't the headphone, Matt?
Yeah, somebody's got to wear it.
They got the headphones in.
I have one exactly the same as that, actually, which I wear nearly every day in the winters here because it's that bloody cold on the bald head.
Yeah. Okay, then.
Right, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, everybody.
Hopefully connect again sometime, John.
Yes, certainly. You'll find me.
Okay.
Well, you know,
goodbye, good night to everybody. That's if anybody's awake, you're probably all asleep now.
Yeah, thank you all for watching.
Yeah.
Thank you, John. Thank you, Avi.
I forgot how you turn this off now.
Oh, I'll turn you off.
Oh,
It's all right.
leave. Oh, that's it.
Yeah. Cheers. Okay. Thanks, John. There we go. That's John and Alfie. Thank you very much for your time. And of course, it is coming up to, well, it's 8 o'clock now. So we're going to say thank you, everybody. A big thank you to people for watching and commenting. And also for staying around to the end. There's a few people that have stayed around who possibly would not be here on a normal day. Thank you to everybody. And of course, we will be back on this channel next Wednesday at 6 p.m. In the meantime, you can watch the videos that are out Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And of course, you can see the latest episode, which is Friday. That's well, there was one today, but the next one will be Friday. And of course, a very big thank you to the supporters of this channel, who are, you know who you are, but in particular, there's Neil there, who is a Patreon and YouTube supporter. And you can join him if you wish, and you are that way inclined. Please feel free, but there is a lot of people out there. We're 2,000 subscribers. Please remember to like and share, which is free, or join me as a Patreon and support the channel like these other people have done, for example. And also, if you want to, you can do the YouTube program, which is different. And I would really be very grateful. Have a very good week, and we'll catch you next time.
Hello, everybody. Good night. Love you, everybody. Good night, ka.
Harry, are we ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Then let's do it. All hands, initiate shutdown sequence.
Now, come along, you two. Say goodbye to the fishes. Goodbye, Tish. Goodbye, Tosh. We have to stop now, but Andy Pandy's coming again soon. Goodbye, children.
Andy's waving goodbye, goodbye.